You're probably thinking, gee, Linz, you look like you just rolled out of bed. Ah, I rolled out of bed this morning about 5 a.m. because I had a lot of house cleaning to do. So we're getting ready to put our house on the market tomorrow. And we had it all staged for pictures and everything today. So there was a ton of cleaning. And it made me realize how much stuff we have and how many things have gone uncleaned deep down in the crevices for too many years. Since I had my first kid, cleaning has become a little bit more surface level. I have to admit, I would like to do more deep cleans. That needs to happen. But here's the thing. Noticing how much stuff we accumulate made me realize how much mental clutter gets attached and emotional clutter gets attached to objects. So if you are living in a house with a lot of stuff, kids with a lot of toys, adults with a lot of papers and things and knickknacks, and the junk drawer, or the I don't know if you got a junk table at your front door. We've got a table that accumulates stuff on, and then a drawer that every month I go and I clean everything off, I organize everything, I put everything back in its place in the drawer, and in a short period of time it just goes poof, stuff again. I'm like, where's all this stuff coming from? But anyway, that kind of stuff creates mental clutter. It creates anxiety, it creates stress, and it takes up so much time just organizing the junk. So I'm really working on creating more flow of things. Useful things, keeping them, using them, getting rid of them, understanding that everything I need will always come back to me. And it's okay to let go of stuff. And if you right now are sitting in your house and you're looking around and you're noticing stuff, piles, things, accumulating, maybe things haven't been cleaned or organized, and maybe you've been turning a blind eye to it because when you look at it, it gives you a whole heap of anxiety. Now is your time to conquer that stuff. And one of the ways that I recommend doing it is don't go from room to room to room to room to room, cleaning little bits here and there, because it can feel like you're doing a lot of work, but you don't see a lot of progress in that way of doing things. I did that a lot, and I still kind of do it. But when I find myself doing that, I go, okay, stop. Go to one room, pick one room, and if that whole room is really a lot, pick one section, one little end table, one closet, one corner of the room. Just pick one little section of it and laser focus just on that section. Every time you find yourself straying, like saying like, oh, I see the other mess over there, don't bring yourself back. You find your mind wandering like, hey, I could use a sandwich right now. And don't bring yourself back and just do that one section of the room. Even if it's the only thing you do for the whole day, is just that one corner of the room, that one table, that one section. Just do that thing one at a time, because you will see the progress that you make. You will see the end result of that. And you will get your dopamine, and you will feel good, and you can give yourself a nice high five. You can reward yourself when you see that. And that is the progress that your brain needs to identify with to be able to like, okay, I can do this. Now we can move on to the next corner of the room, the next section, the next table, the next drawer. But just do those things one thing at a time. It's easy to get overwhelmed when we look at like an entire house full of stuff, especially if you're getting ready to sell and move and everything. It can be really overwhelming. So the other thing I recommend is really getting clear on the things that must be done in that one time frame that you have. Just like the time mapping, get clear on what it is you want to get done and write those things down. And every time you find yourself straying to another project, just bring yourself back and look at your list. Just keep reading it over and over. Be like, oh yeah, that was the thing I was doing. Go back to the top of your list and start back with the most important thing that's there. And it's all about the exercise of bringing yourself back to the thing that you're doing in the moment. Because we're so easily distracted when there's a lot of visual cues happening, like a lot of visual stuff like, oh, there's a mess over there. Oh, there's a phone rang. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm thirsty. Next thing you know, you're in the kitchen and you're doing kitchen stuff. And you're like, wait, I wasn't doing kitchen stuff. I was doing bedroom stuff. I was doing my closet. Why am I in the kitchen? Because you wanted a snack. You were thirsty. Next thing you know, you're doing other stuff. So practice bringing yourself back to what you're doing in the present moment over and over and over. And this will not only help you learn how to focus, but it will also neurologically change you. It will help you change your brain so that you don't lose focus quite as easily. It will help you create presence. And there's nothing more wonderful than having presence in every moment. And man, cleaning and organizing can be hard work, as you can see right now. Like, this is the look of somebody who, I was cleaning and organizing until about 11:30 last night. I was like sanding some putty that I had gone over all the picture frame holes on the wall. And I was like, well, I'll just get that done. And then next thing you know, I'm like mixing up the leftover paint that was out in the shed, and I'm touching up all the things on the walls. And then, so I'm in bed. It's probably midnight, and then I'm getting up. It's 5 a.m. because I really didn't want to miss my morning routine. Now, I don't condone losing too much sleep, because I think sleep is one of the most important things we have. But the fact is, it really makes a difference when you care about your environment. When you make those little changes, when you finally go back and clean some things that really needed to be cleaned, or go back and organize some things that need to be organized, it makes a big difference on you mentally. And it frees up life force particles. It makes you feel lighter. When you feel more emotionally lighter because you took care of all the physical things that were plaguing you, that you didn't even realize were weighing on your subconscious mind and making you stressed out. It's a win-win. You feel better mentally and physically, and your environment gets cleaner and prettier and nicer. But if you're feeling really stuck and overwhelmed, call in some help. Call in a friend, call in a professional if you need to. But if it's just you and you're feeling overwhelmed, take it down, narrow it down to one tiny section, just one corner, one table or one drawer, one cupboard, and just keep bringing yourself back to focus on that one thing over and over and over. All right, come here. And I promise you, when you keep bringing yourself back to focus and bring yourself back to presence over and over and over, it will become easier and easier. When you bring yourself back to the present moment over and over and over, and you learn how to focus and everything gets easier, you enjoy life more. Honestly, it's the best. So you can do it one thing at a time, one section at a time, one drawer, one cupboard. You can do it.